Water. You drink it every day. Your body is 60% made of it. You've been told it's just H2O, two hydrogens and one oxygen. Simple and boring. But what if that's the most reductive description of the most mysterious substance on the planet? Water has 72 confirmed anomalies. That's the scientific word for we have no idea what this does. Most liquids get denser as they cool. Water gets less dense at 4 degrees and then expands when it freezes. That's why ice floats. That's why lakes don't freeze solid from the bottom up and kill everything in them. Water literally broke the rules of physics to keep life alive. That's not boring, that's suspicious. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In the 1990s, a Japanese researcher named Masaru Emoto started doing something strange. He would expose water to different words, music, and intentions, then freeze it and photograph the crystals under a microscope. Water exposed to the words love and gratitude form perfect, symmetrical, jaw-dropping crystals. Water exposed to hate and make me sick form broken, chaotic, ugly blobs. Now, before you dismiss that, and I know you want to, consider this. The mainstream scientific community didn't disprove Emoto, they just didn't like the implication. There's a difference. The official response was essentially, this can't be real, therefore it isn't. That's not science, that's a preference. Let's talk about cymatics. In the 1960s, Swiss scientist Hans Jenny discovered that sound frequencies physically change the structure of matter. He'd put sand or water on a metal plate, run a tone through it, and watch geometric patterns form, different frequencies and different patterns. Perfect sacred geometry, emerging from pure sound. Water responded the most dramatically of anything he tested. So we have a substance that responds to sound, that responds apparently to human intention, that breaks the rules of physics to protect life, that makes up the majority of your body and your brain, the entire surface of the earth. And we're teaching kids it's just two hydrogens and an oxygen. Here's the part that should genuinely unsettle you. Dr. Gerald Pollack at the University of Washington, fully credentialed, peer-reviewed, not a conspiracy theorist, discovered a fourth phase of water. Not solid, not liquid, and not gas. A fourth state he calls exclusion zone water, or EZ water. This water forms a gel-like structured layer around biological cells. It behaves completely differently to regular water. It stores energy like a battery. It excludes toxins, and it's found everywhere in your body, right now. Fourth phase water responds to light, specifically infrared light, the kind your body produces naturally, meaning your cells are charging your water just by existing. You are walking around with a biological battery system inside of you that mainstream medicine doesn't even talk about, doesn't teach, and largely pretends doesn't exist. So how do you actually change the molecular structure of water? Turns out, several ways. Sound frequencies, specifically 528 Hz, known as the love frequency. It has been shown in studies to restructure water molecules. It's also a frequency used to repair DNA in some research. Sunlight, particularly infrared, exposing water to natural sunlight, increases EZ water formulation dramatically. According to Pollack's research, your ancestors didn't have to filter tap water in plastic bottles. They drank spring water that had been in contact with sunlight, earth, and movement for weeks. Intention and prayer. Multiple blind studies have shown that water exposed to focused human intention shows measurable changes in its molecular structure. Under spectroscopic analysis, the researchers were as surprised as you are. Some of them wished they hadn't found it. Vortexing. Viktor Schauberger, an Austrian forester in the early 1900s, noticed water moving in natural spirals, had completely different properties to stagnant or straight flowing water. He called it living water. He built devices to replicate this. The Nazis tried to recruit him. He refused. Make of it what you will. Here's the footnote they leave out. Water is the medium of all biological life. Every signal in your body, every cellular process, every thought in your brain happens in water. If water has memory, if water responds to frequency, if water can be structured or destructured by environment and intention, then what you drink matters. What you say matters. What you think matters. Not metaphorically, molecularly. You've been handed a model of reality where water is passive, inert, and simple, a backdrop, a vehicle for other things. But 72 anomalies, a fourth phase of matter, and centuries of ignored research suggest something else entirely. Maybe water isn't the backdrop. Maybe water is the story. Time to rethink.